report number 22. Councillor Lonsky.
Mr. Mayor, I'm going to move to table that report till the 18th. We have a couple of items Councillor Russell and I are working on. If there's impact on that.
Can you share what the items are?
I suppose we are looking at potential violations of employment standards with the comments that we looked at last meeting. So Councillor Russell and I are looking at that one, make sure we cross the lines, got it.
The Employment Standards Act. Is any staff involved with this, or is this a
No,
council?
no,
Just
general.
two councillors dealing with this on their own? Pardon? What?
Are we dealing with this on our own? What do you think? The mayor, what do you think?
Not really. I abstained from the vote. Why I'm tabling is because the man who made the vote was here too.
Okay.
You can't abstain. You don't abstain.
I didn't vote. Whatever. The point I'm making is I can't ask for reconsideration.
Okay.
Correct? But we didn't record it anyway, so. The reality is I basically didn't vote because I wasn't happy with it.
That's a negative vote when you don't vote.
That's a good point. That is my point is I really went and looked at in terms of employment standards, that's all. Because I thought what I had brought up at the meeting was the fact that I thought the clerk had put together a compromise, and I thought we should look at that. And then I thought, well, I'm going to go with the employment standards. So I just like us to have a discussion about that.
Okay, to the motion to table, and we have a brief explanation that it's regarding employment standards that a couple of councillors are going to look into. Moved and seconded for a motion to table this report. All in favor of that? Opposed? Carried.
So that's that.
Could we clarify then that the regular meetings in April won't be changed likely because no one had information changes, so April will stay the same as your current council calendar here on Monday nights and Tuesday afternoons.
So the meetings in April are, there's no changes to the meeting.
Okay.
And will there be? Are we still going ahead ordering furniture? Are we moving or are we not moving?
There's nothing.
Nothing changed with that, just the date
All
of the
we
week.
want to do is bring it up in terms of discussion.
Well-
That's all.
Councillor Underwood.
Well, is anything that's coming up with the employment standards or whatever you worried about, is that going to affect the time, the dates? Because is it going to affect the dates on the calendar?
Not dates, possible times.
Possible times, but not the dates.
So we're starting in May. Is what she's recommending.
Okay.
Agree with
Well,
that?
all right. No, no.
Bring me more information.
All right. Yep. Fair enough.
It would be nice to know what the issue is.
Sorry, just,
Clerk, please.
in my report even of today, if it hadn't, we're not allowed to talk to the table.
The motion's been voted on.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. Oh no, it's done. It's tabled.
Okay, thanks. I don't know, we've scheduled 2:15 to talk with Mr. Bellchamber regarding our committee, the meeting that was talked about this afternoon. Whether council want to move that ahead, it was on the website for 2:15.
I'm not sure if we have any website.
I think it is.
I'll put it on this side.
It's on the website, it says 2:15, is what we're talking with Mr. Bellchamber regarding our process. Councillor Scott?
Mr. Mayor, may I suggest that we take a break until 2:14 and sit down and then we'll reconvene according to our agenda as posted.
Okay, we're gonna take a break till 2:15. Might as well. Asked Mr. Bellchamber to come up to the table and we have a report here, pass this around. Oh, these, okay. You have a copy of it? Nigel didn't work. You have that down there? There's some extras. Who wants a copy? I don't need a copy. I have it.
Probably get another one. That's a lot more.
So there's been, welcome and thank you for coming, Nigel. There's been some confusion. We had a selection committee meeting to review this, set up for 12:30, and it was on the website. There's been some concern whether that selection committee was approved by council. We have a motion that the interim selection committee was approved, but not for the process that we're going through right now. So, I'd ask that you come and speak to us.
I think, Mr. Mayor, that's partly my fault as well, because I wanted to encourage the process to move forward this week, recognizing that there would be some absences. So I apologize for any confusion that caused, and I'm happy that we were able to make this as part of council, because it allowed me to get here and speak directly to council from my morning meeting the other side of the street. So that's phenomenal. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Your worship, if you'd like, I can continue right into the report that was posted and that you have in front of you.
Yep, please do.
It's, excuse me, the report's consistent with my response to the RFQ that was accepted by council, and follows from the interviews that took place at the end of last week with all members of council and with the senior members of staff that report to the CAO position. This process is really, really important, this particular step, because it clarifies in my mind, and I think it also provides me with the sense of whether or not there's a consensus among the members of council and senior staff as to the kind of individual that you're seeking. And I'm happy to say that there was a very high degree of consistency, whether they were elected officials or appointed officials, in terms of the comments as to the strengths and skills and the characteristics that you're looking for. So what I'd like to do is, just for clarification purposes, because I tend to write shorter rather than longer documents, I'd like to go over these bullet points. I'll only take them a few minutes if I could.
Absolutely.
They're not in any order of priority. And for the members of the public, they may not be aware that I scheduled sessions that are approximately a half hour with each member of council last Friday and with each member of the senior staff, and they were held one-on-one in both the forest office and at the Shores facility, and also at Northville. And they were very productive, very productive. I appreciate everyone agreeing to accommodate it, the schedule. The qualities people said they were looking for are not necessarily in any order of priority. However, the first one is one that came out loud and clear from virtually everyone I identified. Is that the preferred candidate, he or she, preferred candidate, should be, or must be, a skilled two-way communicator. When I say two-way communicator, I don't mean just someone who can speak in front of a crowd. It's also someone who can listen and can validate the message that they have received as being accurate, and is willing to wait for validation the message that they deliver is accurate. So communication has got multiple steps. It's a sender, a receiver, it's got a medium, it's got validation. All of those have to take place. And the CAO has to be skilled. He or she has to be skilled in communicating with council. He or she has to be skilled in communicating with members of the staff. And they also have to recognize that communication goes beyond that to the members of the public as well. So that was really number one in number one in the majority of the submissions or comments. The second one is as a result of, I posed a question to each interviewee. So we can find a skilled communicator, a skilled manager, a skilled financial manager, a person who's mature and understands interpersonal relationships.